Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Christian. How are you?
I'm fine. Nice to see you. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk about the latest innovations for cobotic solutions. And it's a pleasure, like a technology supplier, to be here and to share some ideas about what is this technology and which kind of solution we can offer to the market. And for me, it's a quite pleasure.
For me, it's important to understand the latest innovations. We're seeing a lot of movement in our customers asking for cobotic solutions, for cobots. The biggest challenge for them is really sometimes the weight, and sometimes also where do they place them and all those things. So for us, it's very important to understand from OMRON, what do you have new? Because in the past, cobots had some limitations because it could only take lightweight products. Sometimes people were not clear with the programming and all those things. So for us, we design, as integrators, we design the solution for the customer. We like to know what you have, because we are helping them finding the right applications, and I think we should extend cobots within the supply chain of our customers in the food and beverage industry. Yeah. So just let me know. I'm all ears. I want to know what you have. Tell me.
I have a lot of things, but not only the cobots. We are going to talk about application. We are going to talk about what is the importance that the system integrator or the OEM is in this formula, because from my point of view, is the key. Is the key. We cannot offer only the products, because it's not. We will discuss later. But about cobots, everybody knows what is this technology. But this technology is increasing.
So what's new? Tell me.
What's new? A second generation of cobots. Is the second generation is coming with more features.
Which ones?
Which one? More rich, more payload.
Oh, that's very important. More payload is very, very important.
I'm going to give you a special secret? 25 kilos.
Ooh,
yes, it's important. And also more capabilities more features about safety. We are going to talk deeply later, but the more important thing is this technology is accepted by the people because they are offering an easy programming. Okay.
Yes, I can see that.
Easy programming, not only for the beginning of the project, is to modify when you are in production line. You need to be more flexible, and the people accept. Really easy to program this kind of technology, these robots, because the industrial robot, you need to be a master. You need to have a lot. Yes, but in this case, the cobotic solutions is more focused for the operator.
For the operator, so the operator, they can change, they can flexibilize.
Whatever.
And that's what our customers are asking. However, we still have to integrate, and when we design the project, we need to understand the flexibility of the cobot so that we can design different scenarios for our customers. Totally. So that's why you're here, so that we can understand what your cobots can do. Because we are seeing that a lot of customers, they are fully manual today, and they are afraid of the word cobots, robotics, and as you said, programming. Everybody's really worried about it. And we entered in terms of cobots applications, because sometimes we are starting to teach the customers how they can, automate their end of line. Okay, and people only thought in robotics for the palletizing, but it's wrong. As with the cobots, you can prove, you can also case pack, you can also organize flows.
Yes, feeding machines for cartons, bottles, whatever. Yeah,
exactly. So those things, a lot of customers they don't understand that they can do this with a cobot, or they don't have the space, because of course an industrial robot needs a perimeter protection.
Yes, some fences. In this case, the cobots are not needed. This kind of safety. Exactly. Of course, you need to take care about this, and it's important to know that when we solve this technology, we like to offer the cobot with some services, with safety services, safety risk assessment from the beginning. We are not only offering a box. We are offering a box plus service, but it's important because when you have a cobot and you have some grippers, you need to make the analysis of this before, at the beginning, to allow that this application will be a success. And this is an important moment that our system integrator, or you like OEM, you need to place an important paper here. You need to be together with us to define everything, the gripper, the distance with the machines, and how can we operate with the operators in this way, in this safety.
Let me see if I understood.
Yeah.
So we are an integrator, and you are the cobot supplier. So when we design the project for our customers, you offer the services for us that you analyze if we have considered all the safety, all the risk assessment for safety in terms of human interaction. Totally. Because of course the cobots don't have a fence, so that means we design the project, and of course we try to think about safety. But you guys then check proof our project.
We have
to make sure that all the safety matters are being considered.
Yeah. And this is thanks to a department that we created many years ago called OMRON Safety Services in Europe. But this is not only in Europe; it's worldwide. We have some project for another important customer that we share in South America, in North America. Also in Indonesia, in Thailand, we did a lot of projects, and it's important. And the end user, they accept very well this point, because when you started the project, when you finish and you arrive to the customer, you need to know that sometimes they have not only the normal compliance, the rules of maybe in Indonesia are different than Europe, but sometimes some companies, important companies and users, they have their own rules.
Of course, correct.
And it's like I want a plus, I want some plus safety. Then we need to analyze from the beginning to be sure that when your machine and your cobot in your machine and your solution, your full solution, is going to be acceptance when you are in the SAT,
in the installation phase. So what I understand also, you told me that the programming is easier, the HMI. So that means, because we have developed for the cobots also what we call a pallet.
Smart pallet.
Yes,
smart palletizing.
So that means that, for example, we are facing, a lot of customers are facing now issues that they have to make mixed pallets. Or even sometimes we made a project with the cobots with a customer that he had to put different SKUs in every single case, because they are shipping products to different distributors. No, so sometimes, and I know we developed let's say the big software, but we need a kind of
but there are some softwares nowadays that they can allow you this mixed palletizing. There are different. We can develop different kind of solutions. The more complicated is the fuel, different kind of SKU in different sizes, whatever. But we are working with some integrators to offer this solution to the market. But previously we can do a one basement SKU, later and a different one, but with different layers with different products, but the layer is always the same, same SKU,
the same side, the same
product.
But I understand you OMRON, what's the difference from other cobots suppliers? You have your own vision system, and you can also supply the
system,
PLC,
safety, and PLC, and everything.
The safety system you can also
offer,
of
course,
so that we can have a more integrated solution. Okay.
It's not only the cobot. We can offer the vision, the cobot, the safety, the servos, whatever, the mechatronics and the control.
Okay, and one thing I'm curious to know, because as I mentioned to you, we see a lot of applications. Of course, the basic ones are to palletize, but now of course the payload is an issue, and we have also now applications where we are case packing, so that we are loading the cases. However, I wanted to discuss with you what other applications you see. Like, for example, what I have seen from many of our customers is a question about flexibility. It's like, for example, an industrial robot, when you design the project industrial robot, it can only do that. You know, if you have to change it, it's a big
it's in one place and you can do anything else.
It's a big investment. And for the time being, the initial projects from cobots were taught in the same way. But I have many customers now asking much more flexibility. Like, for example, because the cobots are what I understand, to replace repetitive tasks that now humans would like to do more interesting jobs than just doing the same thing 8 hours a day. So what I understand is that there are some customers that are asking for cobots that can be movable within their supply chain.
We have a solution for that.
And I heard that. That's why. So see, you were not telling me. You wanted to hide something from me.
This is a secret. This is another important news from this moment.
Okay, so tell me.
This solution OMRON is called MoMA, Mobile Manipulator. It's a mix of a robotic mobile, cobotic mobile robot. We call OMRON. autonomous mobile robot.
Okay.
And plus we put a cobot on the top.
An arm, so that because a cobot is just a tool actually.
Is like a human with one or two arms. It depends.
Okay, you have
or experience it with one now. And why we decide to develop this solution? Because many customers are requesting. Because, for example, is when you need to pick up some samples for many lines.
Yes.
The people from quality department, they need to walk for different places not at the same times, because the sample is coming 1 hour, another one each half an hour. Then it's really random. Then the system is going to the line, pick it. These is capable to pick the sample, put in a box. They can go in different lines, go back to the lab, and they put the samples in some place. Later, you can put more robots or you can put more people. But the people is focused to do the best. Our founder called Kazuma Tateshi always say the same. For the machine, the word of the machine. For the man, the thrill of the creation.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. And this is really nice when you see the moment to go to the lab. Yes, he said in 1956. Amazing. He's a visionary. It's a beautiful. There are some theories. There are some theories that you need to read. I'm going to share with you.
Yeah, because because we're seeing big changes really in the end of line, and big changes how people are going to manage operations in a factory. So that's why it's interesting to know that you have all these integrated solutions. And another question I have, a lot of customers of us are asking a lot about traceability or also making mixed. So you told me you can have the cobot with integrated vision system.
Yes.
So for example, if I have many products coming from many different lines, and then each product has its barcode. So because you have different varieties.
Should be numbers or OCR also.
Exactly. The cobot is in a position to read it and then choose the right one.
Yeah, of course.
To put in. So I don't know. Case number one.
They can do a classification.
They can do a classification.
Yes. Okay. And they can do a different kind of pallets. They can select. Imagine our cobots, if they are managed by our PLC, we have a direct communication. We can manage. Imagine we have some SQL database.
Yes.
We receive some recipes about this pallet is for this product and this pallet are for this product. We can manage the different pallets with the different products. Thanks to we have a traceability. We can join, we can merge the products and we can merge the orders. And we can do this job. But later, the future is to develop a real, mixture pallet. A real mixture palette with different SKU in everywhere.
Matrix.
And it's like a Tetris.
Yes, like a Tetris, like a matrix, yeah. Okay, so because we have seen a lot of requests now for those things, of mixing things, and also because a lot of our customers are asking for a more robust solution in terms of a flexible production line.
Yeah.
In terms that today maybe the line is doing mono product and tomorrow it's going to do variety pack. And the next day, I don't know, they have less workers. So
the batches are reducing.
Yes,
all the customers are talking about that. They are doing a really small batches.
Yes, because the supermarkets don't want to have distribution centers anymore. So the manufacturers are becoming distribution centers.
Then you need to change your way to produce. And this way to produce, you need to have more flexible solutions. So that's why, and the cobots is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do a mixture. They can have vision system integrated. They can label. They can move things.
We can support the full solution from the beginning, and it depends on the needs. We develop with the system integrator different kind of proposals.
So we can also work in a joint team. If we do a big logistic solution, we can also develop together the PLC coding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, we cannot understand this kind of solution without an integrator. For me, is the key. I told you before, but the key of this integration is the people think that maybe you can open a box and you can make some program. That's true, but who is going to analyze that this is safety? This approach, the distance. We have some simulations. The other day, some customer tell me, Christian, this kind of cobot is going to the enough reach to arrive from this box to the feeder of the machine. And we have a lot of success application for feeding machines. And this is one of the topics that we are receiving a lot of inputs, and maybe for you it's quite important to put all the carton. The carton feeders is one of the more requested after the small palletizing. Okay, we can see a lot of application for palletizing, but now the feeder of the machine, because why? The people has some problems with the repetitive application with no value. Which value does we have a people who have doing all the day this movement?
And this was the solution we showed in the East Pack last year. We have an integrated case packing and palletizing where the cobot is loading the cases on the case erector, and then the cobot is loading the jars in the case, and then we have another cobot loading the pallet.
Oh my God. Also I didn't see. I need to visit next time.
You have to watch us in YouTube.
I apologize. In YouTube.
Yeah. We have that in YouTube, and I will watch what your founder.
Please share with me.
Okay, show that. Okay, so because we are seeing, so that's why I wanted to understand all your capabilities, because we are going much more into the cobots, and we are seeing a lot of our customers asking those things because they want to have supply chain visibility, they want to have this flexibility, as you mentioned, but they are afraid of the programming and all those things. So you're saying that very simple for operating.
If someone with some knowledge can do it, my kid is 16 years. I show to him, and they start to play, and of course they don't have. He doesn't have the capabilities to build a gripper, but to move the cobot, they can do it.
This is what we can do. The grippers, this is our expertise.
But we cannot wait that the end user can do everything. We need a system integrator OEM because it's important.
Because we designed the end of arm tooling, we designed the gripper, and we designed the safety features, and we designed the conveyors, and where you put all the sensors and all those things.
The distance is enough. The distance, the reach.
Yeah, we calculate all that. We calculate all that,
and we can help you in this kind. We have the robotic app software to simulate this kind of. You give me the gripper in 3D.
I hope I don't have to pay for it now.
No, for you free. I say it. Will be recorded. I'm sure.
Women, we have a memory for that.
The simulation is free for product.
Very good. No, it's very interesting to understand that. And I have another question is, what I understand from OMRON, you guys have, let's say, distribution, and you have technical support worldwide. No?
Yes. This is important because we are a Japanese company. This is one of the strong points for us.
Okay, we have customers in Australia, in Africa,
in everywhere,
in Chile, in Argentina, then in North America,
everywhere.
In Saudi Arabia.
I'm working in many projects in Indonesia, in Thailand, and my God, in India also, and in South America we have some applications that. We are worldwide.
And you have spare parts for the cobots worldwide also?
Worldwide. Also, we have a robotic services.
Okay.
For this kind of if someone has some surprise or they have some issue with some part, because sometimes it's not the fault of the system, but sometimes they have some accidents or maybe electrical, or maybe the other day some robots someone was with how do you call the forklift? They go because there are no fences. There are no fences that they crash. They crash. They crash, and they give to the gripper and the six axis turn around a little bit because the guy cannot see it. But because there are no fences, but the robot was started because they detect that someone was there, they stop it, but the system crashed. But sometimes happen these things, and this is important to have a good robotic services after sales, to sell the application, to be sure. And also you can contract some different kind of contracts for. We have bronze, silver, and gold, and in different kind of the services we can offer some extra discounts. The response that we are going to offer to the customer is not the same from the bronze to the gold. These kind of things, but it's important. It's important because this system we don't have too much issues, but sometimes something happens.
Okay. So Christian, I really liked a lot. Sorry that I didn't have so much time, because I did not know you had so many interesting things. Because we are looking really for companies to partner. Yeah. Because we really want to help our customers to really move into beyond general standard operations in terms of learning how to use. Repetitive tasks is for the machine. Yes. The tree of creation is for the man, as your founder said in OMRON.
Yes.
And I think I would like to have a company that works with us to develop this vision. It's really to make some breakthrough. It's really to teach our customers to think differently on how they manage the operations, how they can be flexible, how they can exchange information with you guys that you are doing the tooling, with us guys that we are doing the systems integration. So I think we do have a lot of things to talk about it.
Yeah.
So you have to come back next week, and I will have to dedicate 1 hour for you.
Not only next week, for many years.
For many years?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, together.
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you to you for this opportunity.
I will walk with you into the reception.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I would like to see the factory because it's really interesting.
I will show you the factory then.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go.
Yes.